All right, what is up, man? Jeez, we are finally back.
What's good? What's good?
Jeez,
Oh shit.
what
Already
happened? What
tired.
happened?
So tired. uh let's play this intro,
Okay.
guys.
Yo, I think you might be desynced, my G.
What are you talking about?
When I'm looking at the video of the stream, versus like, oh, actually, oh no, I'm tripping. I don't even have the volume on my phone. Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you
Never mind. I'm
have you
tripping.
have you not streamed before? I'm gonna be behind on the stream.
Oh no, I was talking about the fact that I saw your webcam showed your lips moving, but no noise was coming out. And I was like, oh, it's because I muted the volume on my phone. That's why. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, that'd be happening. That'd be happening.
Oh, I was like, because that's why I was like, oh no, dude, he's desynced. He's desynced. He doesn't know. But no, all right.
I am a pro.
All right, guys, we're not playing for this 2 months. What's up?
Don't play with me. I am a pro.
Shut up. All right, we didn't plan for this 2 month delay, but like a variety of circumstances kind of got in the way. Part of us being lazy, part of us because of a pandemic, and part of us just because we had like a lot of other shit. But we promise we are back week to week until something else goes horribly wrong. But we're promising that won't happen for at least the summer. We got you for the summer. Or even the usual shit when we the summer. We can promise the summer. We will promise the summer.
At least the summer.
All right, this
at
is episode.
Very least, you know.
This is episode 27. Jesus, man, I can't believe we're almost to 30. I am your host, Robert. This is my co-host, aka Meeman. Oh, Jesus, man, I'm fluffing up the intro.
Damn, man.
Meeman, aka Herb God, aka Curve God.
What's up?
I don't want to hear shit from you. Oh man. Oh man, how you feeling, man? How you been living?
I've been straight. Everything's been good. I guess. Just been streaming.
Yo, I know we talked about this earlier, but can we talk about the fact that Twitter just keeps putting people's likes on blast, bro? And that completely changed how I engage in Twitter. Like, I gotta be very careful what I click on things.
Sure.
Like, if I retweet or like it. I used to just like mad things, and then the moment likes became visible, I'm like, oh no.
Oh no, they send notifications for that shit to people. It's like, nah, man, you can't be doing
Dude,
that.
I hate that. I hate that so much. But the thing is, I get the occasional Twitter direct DM and stuff, so I have to keep my Twitter notifications on.
I mean, you can go and decide decide on which notifications come on or off, but it's still very annoying.
I'm not that into the weeds of it, bro. I'm not putting in that kind of effort.
Oh yeah, no. I ain't got that.
I can just clear the like things. I don't care. You know what I hate the most is oh, so and so have tweeted for the first time in a while. I'm like, I don't give two shits, my dude. Come on.
Oh yeah, I hate those. No. It's like, nah, get that shit out of here.
Oh, yo, you know what I just realized, guys? It took us a long time, but we finally showed you what one of us does what one of us does actually look like.
One of us. The other one had to skim. I don't have a webcam.
I don't look. This has clearly been a separate argument than having off screen, and I just don't want to use webcam right now. That's pretty much the bottom of the line. You may or may not see me. What's it called? Using a webcam. This is kind of like a temporary thing we're doing right now. Well, eventually we're gonna go back to in-person stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we may or may not be using video for that. So we'll figure that out. So do you want to just get into the topics, Smeeman, or do you got something else you want to address to get off your chest first?
Nah, let's just jump into it, man. I'm ready.
All right. Well, this is kind of like a recap episode. This would be like a bloopers episode in your regular TV show, guys. So we're just gonna recap all of the shit that we missed for our episode, and we're gonna start fresh.
All the stuff we missed
next week.
All of it.
All right. So, all right, fam. The big three fans demanded it. Bleach is back. It's getting an anime continuation and finish, man. I cannot believe this exists.
I don't know, man. It's just dumb at this point.
Like, Bleach has been dead for a long time.
Yes, I don't know why they can't just let things die, or just let it be a legend. Just let it stay up there. Now you gotta come back and like ruin its name.
It's not a legend, dude. Bleach fell hard.
It did fall hard.
Bleach could have been a legend. Dude, you know what's messed up? You know what I realized? Demon Slayer will probably go down as a legend, and Bleach is just like, ugh, it's that show. The one that didn't end right.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's really sad. Oh, by the way, I have watched Demon Slayer now, guys. I should probably add that. And I don't get what your fascination with it. I don't know why you guys like it. I genuinely don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I get why you like the anime just because of the music and how like crisp that animation is. Like the fight scenes are great.
It's a good
story. Carry a show.
It's a good story. You just hate him, bro. It's not for you.
Fam, there's no creativity in that story. It's literally called Demon Slayer. There's no creativity there. Honestly,
Robert.
Sometimes I hate Demon Slayer so much just because it's called Demon Slayer. I think if it was called like some like
it's
ridiculous Japanese shit, I'd be like, ooh, it's so cool.
I mean, sometimes simplicity is new, especially in this era of just isekais where it's getting really weird. Something simple is sometimes appreciated.
I have a love-hate relationship with isekai like title names because on one hand, I hate how long they are, but on the other hand, I love how isekai titles are like, no, this title is like 30 words, deal with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
like and like they keep topping their names, bruh. Like this one, I think they can't get any more ridiculous of a title than that.
I mean,
and then
so
Sirach shows us like that Cowardly Hero show, and then I'm like, oh, dude,
it's Cautious Hero.
Anime's peaked now. We can't top this.
I mean, there's an anime about a slime. Like, I.
Oh no, I hated that one, by the way.
I didn't
watch it.
No, I'm not gonna watch it.
I didn't watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I heard it's great, but I'm like, no, this is not for me. No. All right. So I guess that kind of just shows none of us have like really other feelings for Bleach coming back, other than kind of like surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this: I do hope that the anime continuation just fixes Bleach's last arc. That is all I'll say.
There's no way to fix that. It's
well, yeah, you can. Like, you can do what you can just like make filler, but like don't call it filler. Obviously, like fill in the blanks, like of the shit that happened, and try to make a better story. Like, you can fail. Like like they might fail, but like I'll respect the effort of them just trying.
Mm-hmm.
I forget who's adapting it, and it's Bleach, so I
haven't heard.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's been announced already.
I'm saying I haven't. Heard.
Okay, do you want to? Let's bring up the rumor about Sony apparently just trying to buy all of Konami's entire catalog. Essentially, they wanted to buy. This was a rumor, guys. Castlevania, Metal Gear, and Silent Hill. And
I mean,
this intrigued me on several fronts, just because
it's kind of
Sony has many studios that can. Huh?
They kind of had exclusives on their old systems, right? With Konami.
For what?
Like
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear, yeah.
What was that?
Castlevania was cross-gen.
That was cross-gen.
Multi-plat.
Yeah.
I think Silent Hill was for like all the numbered games. I think are PS2 and PS1 only.
Yeah. So it would make sense why they want it, but I don't know.
Oh, they're just too expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, Metal Gear. I think you could probably get Silent Hill on the cheap. But Symphony of the Night, man, that thing still probably does 1 million units every re-release, or close to something like that. Maybe not 1 million, but like
it's just a classic.
800K.
Dude, as long as people want that shit, it's gonna sell, bro.
And yeah, dude, at 15, $30 a pop. Yeah, dude, that thing is.
Especially like every time someone's like, "Yo, you're a gamer, right? You should try this game. I used to love this as a kid." And then, the cycle continues.
That's the thing, man. Like, Symphony of the Night is like one of the few like PS1 games that look great. All like it's so custom because it's like all these enemies have like unique dying animations, and it's like everything like just looks nice.
Yeah,
and like it's a PS1 game that like rarely ever happens.
Has a good aesthetic too.
Yeah, dude, and the music. Oh, dude.
Especially in this era where people like games like Dark Souls and like darker games.
Yeah, and it's got like the lightheartedness of like some terrible voice acting in there, just a pinch to add like for flavor, dude. Like it's so good. Like Symphony of the Night is by far my favorite Metroidvania. Like that's a game I recommend literally anyone pick up and play. It's for anybody.
You want to know something? I haven't played it.
But you've never played it. I know. We'll play it one of these days.
I own it.
All right, let's do this.
I haven't played it.
What? You own it?
I own it, but I haven't played it.
Oh, what version of it do you own?
I don't know, on the PS4, whatever they had on there. It was on sale.
Oh, okay. I'm still hoping for one day where they merge the Saturn and the PS1 port together to finally complete the game. Just once.
They never will.
But alas, that'll probably never happen, despite the fact that the game will probably be re-released at least 2 or 3 more times in my lifetime, at least. All right, let's talk about this PS5 tech bonanza. All the PS5 tech specs were out. The big news about the PS5 tech specs, it has less teraflops than the Series X, but it has significantly multiple times faster bandwidth for its solid state drive that it's currently using, despite the fact that its solid state drive has less storage capacity than the Series X one. So that has happened. Also, the Unreal Engine 5 tech demo drop, and that thing is insane to look at.
Oh, dude, that stuff is crazy. That demo has to be like at least 50 or 100 gigs. Just because of how much detail they put in there. And all that's running in real time.
Okay, yes. I agree, but some of that stuff was like superfluous. Like when they were like flexing, being like, "Yo, you see how awesome like detailed this statue is?" And I'm like, "Damn, that is a really good statue." Like, right?
They didn't have to put that statue.
And then they're like, "Yo, we put like 100 of these in this room," and I'm like, "Oh,
yo, why?"
Oh,
I mean, that was a flex. That was a flex.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, dang." Like when I was watching that, I didn't even know it was on the PS5 at first. I was like, "Oh, this looks pretty good on a PC." They got me. They got me.
Man. And that's like, what? Okay, what really gives me hope is that when you see like a lot of like tech demos and stuff of like, this is what might be what the future looks like. Essentially, they're all very like either environmentally or like they're like just showing like new face animations and stuff. They're not very like gamey. The end of this demonstration was extremely gamey. And I love that. Like flying through like that long environment, no pop-ups.
Oh, dude!
The land in front of that portal.
That's like
dude, I want to actively play.
Dude,
that looks really cool.
The fact that she landed on something, ran a little bit, and then jumped off again was amazing to me. I was like, bruh, that is so cool.
Like during the flying parts, right? Like you could like interact with the environment, like jump, running along things. It was great.
Oh yeah.
And the fact that demo is like kind of circulated out, like it is playable. Like you can get your hands on this if you're in with the right people.
And it's also
that is sick.
That demo just basically demonstrated that we might be getting games faster in the future, or at least better looking games in the same amount of time. Because they did improve a lot of workflow things with the engine, not just player based stuff.
Environmental and lighting.
Yeah.
You don't have to make light maps anymore, and a lot of environmental assets you can literally copy and paste from film assets now.
Yeah, and that saves a lot of time.
With in this new form of global illumination, you theoretically don't have to put like any effort into your lighting system anymore.
Yeah,
That's really good, man.
that's so good. And
Okay.
I don't know how that's gonna work with Nvidia, but that's
Well, that has nothing to do with ray tracing, and also the PS5 and the Series X aren't running Nvidia cards. They're running AMD cards.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
So they can't do any ray tracing to begin. Well, actually, yes, they can because they actually have ray tracing customly built into their graphics cards.
Mm. I wonder how big these PS5s are going to be.
Oh, they're going to be. Damn, you've already seen what the Series X looks like in size.
I know, but that looks more like
PS5.
That looks more like a PC than a console, though.
Dude, that looks like a baby. They've given you the dimensions, dude. It's really tiny. It's probably the size of like a Bluetooth speaker.
That is true, but the PS3 is tiny in comparison to the PS4. I needed the stack right.
PS4 is relatively small. I'm very curious. I'm really eager to see what the PS5 freaking looks like.
Yeah, they're taking a long time with this. It's getting awfully close to
like. Oh, I forgot to add this. No, I'll add this after we're done with PS5 stuff. How do you think, since polygon count doesn't seem to be like an issue anymore, do you think like they don't have to like a common way to avoid long load times for the previous generations was just to duplicate assets so that way the slow HDD drive would eventually just pick up one of these assets, which is why game file sizes were so big. So how do you think that developers now are gonna like view like storage space?
I don't know. I really don't know how. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna work at all. Honestly, I'm just gonna sit here and wait and see how everything plays out. Honestly,
be patient and wait. That's probably the best approach.
Because it's just too much happening in one generation. Like last generation, we had barely anything. And
last generation there was no change essentially.
Like no change, just like graphical enhancements and that's it. And then now we have
minor ones too.
I mean, there was like
if you look at
there was like UI changes, but besides that, this new console.
Well, even then, like the majority of the stuff is like, okay, we're better like at facial animations now. But if you look at like The Last of Us, which is like the game pushing like the PS3 essentially as good as it could go.
Yeah. Facial animations are pretty good in that game.
Yeah, so like, well, I guess the comparison would be Uncharted 4. Obviously, the Uncharted 4 looks better, but you know, like it's not that big of a gap.
Yeah, definitely. I it's hard to say. Like, these are big jumps compared to last gen.
Well, that's what I'm like very like. Oh man, like, because I think like everybody's gonna jump to using film assets, and like that's part like God forbid like the moment we start using like 4K files and stuff, like that thing is gonna balloon to like 500 gigs at minimum per game.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm so worried about storage, man. Like, having an external hard drive on your PS4 is like annoying, and I don't know. We might have to have multiple hard drives, or just
external hard 5 terabyte external hard drive for $100, less than $100.
Oh yeah,
get it.
Yeah.
Actually,
go top one.
No, this is on stream, so yeah, y'all watch it on stream. I would see it.
I mean,
y'all get that deal. But sorry, I cut you off there. Go back to you were talking about file sizes.
Like, having to have a external hard drive is annoying as it is, but given how big these files may end up being, you might have to have multiple external hard drives or just be deleting games all the time.
Or just a really big. I think a lot of people who game just delete games already. Like I've deleted several games off my hard drive.
Oh yeah.
And granted, like these are things that touch.
I mean, we do that on the regular anyway, but it's just, if you want to keep your game library handy, it's going to be really, really annoying. Especially those download times are going to be really, really long with these bigger games. So I would say disc might be making a comeback. We might step away for digital for a while until we can get storage settled.
Well, the reason why I'm going to counter that in a way is because, number one, if you looked at the Sony released their digital sales, and digital sales for the first time ever in Sony's history has eclipsed physical sales.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we're going to ever come back from that. And, dude, like, we talked about, like, download speeds and stuff, like, and I do agree, like, that's a massive issue, but, like, damn, like, for Verizon's most basic internet service right now, you get 200 megs per second.
I feel like this would be more of an issue for those big blockbuster.
Well, I think this is a big issue for people who don't live, like, where they can access, like, fiber optic internet. Like, if you have, dude, if you're running, like, God forbid you have to download like a 200 gig file, and it's like, fuck, like, and you've got like, let's just say 20. It's gonna take probably like 2 days. Like, you're gonna have to leave your PS4 in rest mode for a minute.
Yeah, definitely.
But this is why like discs help, and like why Sony has like a big disc that the PS5 is gonna be using, 4K Blu-ray disc.
I mean,
we
might have multiple 4K discs in, like, we're going back to the PS1 era in that sense.
Oh, dude, I actually kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, well, see, I guess it's a little bit easier now because we have data discs. So it just reads everything off the data and just stores it in there.
Yeah,
we're just gonna have to start mad deleting games, bro. Like, we're gonna, like, this passion, you could keep like maybe like 10 or like, no, you could keep about like 15 to 20 or so games like your hard drive. We might have to, like, I might just be 8. I might just be 8 this gen.
It just might be like a couple games, honestly, and a couple indies.
No, okay. This is my hot take. I think the most games you'll be able to. Okay, not counting like launch games. I want to make that clear. And what I consider launch, everything from a year in the holiday season. A year in the holiday season of. Whenever the console launches.
Definitely.
Sony's rumored to launch in October. When I mean holiday cycle, so that means Sony's launch cycle to me wouldn't end until 2022. Or no. 2022. Their what's it called? Launch cycle their launch window. So when we get to like 2022 summer and fall games, that's when I think we're only going to be able to keep like 6 or 7 a pop.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm saying. It's going to be
like everything's going to. In the beginning, everything's going to be cross-gen, and that's going to be fine because like what we got. You're going to have to download like 50, 60 gigs. That's nothing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like The Witcher was like what, 50, and that was a huge game.
Well, actually, I say that, but like. Last of Us is going to be 100 gigs. 7 Remake was 100 gigs. I don't know how much Tsushima is going to be. That's a good question.
Dude, 7 was 100 gigs, and that's just the first part.
Well, also, I feel like those games are like special AAA games, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, Red Dead was 100 gigs.
Actually, bro, I genuinely don't know. The more I think about it.
I mean,
because like, fam, if we only like think about it, if every game on PS5 is 100 gigs, right? That means we could store it probably at max like 8 games.
What? That's like, that's a terabyte right there, honestly. And the PS5 has to take like at least like 200 or 300 gigs away just for system functions.
Oh yeah, well, not that much, but like. You're gonna have to take away at least like 100 for it. So you're only gonna be you're gonna be locked for 7.
Yeah, 7 or 8, maybe. If they're all 100, if you're just buying big AAA titles.
But no, dude, like think about it. Well, actually, okay. the smaller titles like I just genuinely don't know. See, like, what is Sony's? I gotta see what the next Sony studio comes with, like, from their main line, like, what their next big game is gonna be. Not like their huge like system seller, but like what's their Days Gone look like? You know what I mean? What's their PS5 Days Gone?
We'll see.
That'll give me a more accurate representation because like Horizon Zero Dawn, Sony Spider-Man game, God of War, they didn't take that much space. You know what I mean?
How much did God of War take? No, it wasn't that much. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And God of War is arguably PS4's best looking game.
It's also a really short.
Well,
game,
not
though.
since Seven Remake came out. It's up there.
Ah, dang. I don't know. Yeah, this is gonna be a crazy gen.
I'm very eager to it, especially what's it called? Sony's thing was only 45 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
God of War.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah, that's less than The Witcher.
I think it's very give and take. I think part of me wants to say that's going to go down initially because they don't have to, because of the solid state drive and what that offers. They'll be able to load games up so much faster, so they don't have to put in so many duplicate assets. So that would inherently make the file size smaller. I think file sizes will shrink temporarily, and then they're gonna shoot back up when we start using like PS5 like environments and textures and movie assets.
I think the PS5 they come out after the whatever slim model they come out with will probably have a lot more storage once they understand how much storage we'll be needing.
Oh no, I think they know how much storage is needed. I think the reason why it's 885 is so they could have the lightning fast bandwidth that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, what's it called? Also, they might not be able to do another one based on like the way it's set up because Epic, because of the architecture of how nearby the RAM is to the SSD.
Mm-hmm.
How they integrate. But I don't know if there'll be room for a bigger SSD. At least on the launch model. But you can use hard drives and stuff. Play games off there.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
I think you might be, if they make it like possible,
external hard drive.
Like you'll have external hard drives that you can move to your SSD and switch in between really fast.
I'm sure that's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm. So
I know you can.
Maybe you won't have to delete. Maybe you'll just have to switch between drives.
Yeah, I think I did see. What's it called? I think I remember seeing that like you could use you could play games off external SSDs.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. All right, I think we delve deep into that that fucking topic right there, man. God, but. Me and Neiman are extremely excited for PS5s, and may or may not be getting it on day one.
Probably day one.
Gotta
see that price tag though.
GTA 5 free. Damn, even our group chat got notified about this.
Dude,
that is crazy, bro.
GTA free?
How much money do you think they paid for that?
Dude, they make more money off the freaking microtransactions than anything, man. So giving that game out for free.
Talking about the fact that how much do you think they have to pay Rockstar saying, "Yo, we want to make GTA 5 free on our gaming thing"?
I don't know. Maybe.
How much do you think Rockstar made just from that?
A lot, dude. Rockstar makes bank, dude. They don't even make it.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
They released like one game this gen.
Yeah. They published one game.
That makes me so angry, dude.
Dude. The moment, what's it called? The moment the PS3 era started, they said we're doing the exact, they said, they looked at what Activision and Ubisoft are doing, and they're saying, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do the exact opposite of that. That's why they make way more money.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because
they actually value and put sacred their IP. That being said, that their founder, Dan Houser, left, so I'm very concerned about what the next game is going to look like. And he was the lead architect of GTA, and Red Dead Redemption. So, but I guess Red Dead fans are pretty satisfied for
Oh yeah, we're
at least
satisfied.
another 15 years. Huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty sad. There's not much you can go from where they. I mean, they had to do a
They're gonna make
prequel.
another Red Dead game.
Maybe. About no one really.
Make another Red Dead game.
I mean, no one really liked. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's a hard. It's a hard maybe.
Dude, look how much it sold.
Yeah, but at the same time, what are you gonna do? The thing that made Red Dead so great was the story.
Yeah, well, they can just make it about different characters.
I don't think it would work.
Well, I haven't played Red Dead, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you gotta play. I've played both. There's not much leeway in the story for them to go. I mean, unless they like make a spin-off and talk about one of the side characters.
Well, what if they make a prequel? Think about that.
Are you?
Ooh.
No.
Ooh,
I don't want any more prequels.
Well, see, that's why I said the Red Dead sequel is inherently kind of stupid because it's a prequel, but people loved it, so.
No, it was a good prequel. The reason it worked was because you were playing a character.
Prequels are inherently unnecessary, bro.
You were playing a character that no one knows what was going to happen to.
Oh yeah, like Arthur. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we know what happens to the dude. What's his name?
The people they added enough characters where it was like, okay, this is kind of a brand new.
Yeah, well,
game.
that's what you got to do in a prequel. You got to add fresh new characters that like their fates aren't sealed yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. But that also works with the game that came before.
Okay. Let's talk about the fact that the Snyder Cut is finally coming to HBO Max in 2021, man.
What?
The Snyder Cut. Fans of Zack Snyder have been clamoring for his cut of the film Justice League to be released for several years now, almost since the film came out.
Mm-hmm.
And it has finally been announced since this past weekend that the Snyder Cut will be releasing exclusively on HBO Max 2021, and that HBO Max will be personally upfronting $30 million to help complete the film. Now, here's my thoughts on this, right? If they put $30 million to help complete the film, that inherently means that Snyder Cut of the doesn't inherently exist in full yet because the movie isn't finished.
Interesting. And this is that live action Justice League movie that came out a while back.
The one with Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch Justice League.
Yeah, I don't.
Here's my
I don't
thing,
care
right?
about DC's movie universe, like
Cinematic universe.
No, I like DC.
You know
I like
thing?
DC comics more than I like Marvel comics. I just don't like their movies.
You know what's the hilarious thing though? The moment they stopped making a fucking universe is when they started making like films that people like.
Yeah.
Like people genuinely love Joker, Shazam. Got a lot of great reviews. I heard great things about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
they're getting better, but I don't know. I'd rather watch an animated movie from DC.
I wouldn't mind a live action movie from DC. I just genuinely don't care about their humongous stars. Like, fam, I'm satisfied of not getting like a Batman film for a long time after the Dark Knight trilogy.
Definitely.
I also don't need a Superman adaptation for a good hot minute either.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
We're good.
Wonder Woman was kind of like their start of their good movies.
Yeah, Wonder Woman was pretty good. I didn't watch
Wonder Woman, but
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched some of it.
I would watch it, like if it came on, I would watch it just to see like how it is and stuff. But I would actually watch a Wonder Woman movie. Like I would genuinely be interested in like a trilogy that was done well, just because I'm very ignorant of like the mythology that is Wonder Woman.
I just
really
want
hope
more
they cancel
animated
this
films.
remake
I just really
they're
want more
making, though.
animated
Can I
films.
just say that right now?
The what remake?
They make plenty of animated films, dude. They release like 5 a year.
Hmm.
It's just all on the DC Universe streaming service that nobody owns.
I have it.
So, you still have it?
Yeah, I use it.
Oh, then fam, let me get Young Justice season 4. Let me bum it off you, bro.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! Look at how the freaking demon turns. Okay.
I
HBO
mean,
Max.
maybe we'll talk about it.
No. Oh, you don't want to say it on stream. Of which 2 people are watching. Okay. Tower of God. You want to talk about this?
Tower of God is
Time to get your shit off
amazing,
me.
dude. It's one of my favorite stories as a webtoon. Oh, it's so great.
It's not even finished.
No, it's not finished, but it's really long. It's really long. So they have a while before they catch up. And I'm not up to date. I'm still like about halfway through with the story. I fell off about a while ago, and then I just hopped back on it once I saw that anime come back. I'm like, oh, let me jump back into this. And the anime so far, I hate that people don't like the art style, but it's staying true to how he draws in the comic. And I just don't get it.
People saying, yo, the man's got shitty drawing. Get that shit out of here.
No, but it still looks good. Like, the anime still plays cleanly. It's just they don't like the line art. It's like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah, they don't like the line art and the art style. Yeah, man. There's nothing you can do about that.
That's not... Doesn't change that it's a bomb-ass story.
No one's doing that. They're just saying, yeah, that looks ugly to me. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, that's fine, but, I mean, it's doing well.
Dude, we have done that so many times, like, in judging shows.
Dude,
I've only seen what the main character looks like, and not even, like, animated and stuff. So I can't really judge it one way or the other.
That's not even the main thing that I'm taking away from this.
What's up?
That's not even the main thing I'm taking away from this, how well Tower of God is doing. It's more like what it opens up. There's a lot of good stories in webtoons. Well. Huh?
That's only if it does well.
Yeah.
So that's only if it does well.
And it's doing pretty well. Like, it's up there.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, Crunchyroll is promoting the shit out of it, too.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? I've seen Crunchyroll, like, promote a show and then, like, not get it season 2 pretty easily.
But it's actually doing well. I had those numbers pulled up yesterday, but whatever.
Crunchyroll does not release their streaming numbers, though.
No, not
no streaming service.
Not the streaming numbers, just how well it was doing. There's like percentages and stuff.
Oh, like commercially and stuff? Oh, yeah. You mean like the hits on Webtoon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, like,
I mean, it's doing really well. It's fire. Like, I'm just excited that we're opening up a new, like, area of, like, animation that we can get to. Like, all these stories on Webtoons animated would be amazing. Because some of them are fire. I mean, some of them are not, but, anime has gotten kind of, stale lately with all the isekais.
Well, that's because, ironically enough, these light novels sell very well to its demographic, which is one of the best demographics to sell to. And I honestly think anime is in a really great spot in terms of, like, it's just like, it's really hard to watch, like, a lot of bad shows that aren't isekai on anime right now.
Yeah.
Like, anime is really consistent. The only issue is that there's nothing really that spectacular that I used to get from anime a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, usually a show like Death Note would show up around once every 2 to 3 years on anime, and I just don't get that anymore. Yeah,
it's Demon Slayer.
Like,
you
when I think of a show like that. What's up?
It's fucking Demon Slayer. You freaking hater.
Dude, don't ever compare Demon Slayer ever to
you're hating. Demon Slayer is fire, straight fire, Robert.
When I think about that, I realize, when's the last time anime's done that? You know what I mean? I don't think it's done that since, like
a drama type.
not even a drama type, but if you look at something like Attack on Titan, right,
Mm-hmm.
and people's reaction to it, and like how captivating like that initial season was,
Yeah.
it was pretty ridiculous.
I mean,
and I don't think anime's had that since Attack on Titan.
I don't think anime does a lot of, mystery based things just because of how short most animes run, like 12 to 24 episodes. It's usually not enough.
Well, yeah, but like Attack on Titan did not like become so popular because of how mysterious it was.
No,
Like Attack on Titan,
that really plays a factor in it. Like the mystery of the world really adds to like how epic it is. Without that, you kind of just have a bland world, especially after they revealed in the manga what was really happening. People just fell off.
Can we just talk about the fact of like Attack on Titan is probably like the best, has some of the best starting chapters, and seeing what it's developed into is like so fucking disappointing.
Yeah, yeah. It just wasn't a great payoff.
I really think you should have just kept this OG ending and just murdered all the characters.
Dude, the OG ending would have been amazing. But
yeah.
No.
But you want more money, and I can't blame him, bro.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
I mean, I want money too. Like, what the fuck? If I can keep going, I'll stretch it.
Yeah, I'll milk it out. I'll pull a Naruto. No problem. Easy money.
But the direction he went was just not the one. It wasn't the one.
Are you up to date in that?
Nah, I stopped after the times. I read a little bit past the time skip. Oh yeah, spoilers by the way, guys. Minor spoilers.
Yeah, we haven't spoiled. Oh no, yeah, you did. You did spoil the time skip.
Time skip. I mean, every anime has a fucking time skip that goes that long.
Never had a time skip, even. Actually, yes, it did.
Every anime gets a time skip, man.
Yu Hakusho didn't have a time skip.
Yu Hakusho? Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
But
its epilogue was a time skip.
What, Yu Hakusho?
Yes, epilogue was a time skip.
Damn, yes, but not really. Like,
I mean,
damn, you have to...
is it not or is it not a time skip?
Okay, but technically, every anime that doesn't specifically say what the date is has a time skip.
Time skip, man.
Unless it's Persona, where they're telling you how many days have passed. Oh, a time skipped.
I mean, I'm just saying, like most big animes have time skips at certain points.
Like when One Piece went like, yo, 3 years have passed in one chapter. That's a time skip. Like it has to be a significant amount of time.
Look, I'm just
if
saying.
all the characters look the same, that's crazy.
You gotta repeat that. Your audio dropped out.
Okay, what I'm saying is a significant amount of time has to have passed.
Yeah, that's fair, but there's always. I mean, it shows that run that long typically need a time skip to change story arcs.
I don't like that, but by the way, I want. Like,
I mean, that's lazy.
That
is lazy story writing, but it works. It works. And it doesn't really require that much planning. Like, you can just start new with the time skip.
Time skip is really only useful like when you're just trying to like. It's like there's some plot stuff in here, but like one, you can create mystery, and B, you can skip a lot of boring stuff.
Yeah.
That's really only like when it should be used, in my opinion. But like, not like for like significant stuff, obviously.
Mhm. Yeah.
But. And why did we delve into time skips? What the heck did I mention? Oh yeah, Tower of God.
By the way,
back to like
Tower of God has time skips as well. So yeah.
Oh fuck that already, Jesus.
No, but it's good time skips. It's well done time skips. Well thought out time. They're well thought out time skips though. Tower of God basically did exactly what you described. They skipped the boring parts that no one wants to watch.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Oh, you know what? Animes have like a lot of sequels, and I'm actually really happy over that. Just because all the shows that I like love are getting like actually like the finished adaptations in anime. Like that shit never like happens.
Can we talk about ReZero? Like, can it come back?
Oh, dude, the biggest disappointment of the year. ReZero Season 2 delay.
Ah, dude.
Guys.
The one isekai I care about, guys. The one I care about. Bring it back.
That is the funniest show of all time. Funniest show.
I don't know if it's supposed to be funny, though.
It's not. It's really not.
It's
also,
pretty.
I really hope Amelia never gets any plot development whatsoever or personality ever. If it does, I stop watching the show.
Shit, I gotta rewatch. I can't remember shit.
No, I remember everything, dude. I'm never gonna forget that space whale.
I can't forget the giant wolf scene. Like, oh wait, what the?
Oh, the one where he get, spoilers for ReZero, by the way, where he just like gets eaten alive.
But yeah, so yeah, spoilers. Y'all should know.
What's it called?
What else we got? That's all. I just wanted to complain about ReZero, man. That just makes me angry, dude.
Did we ever talk about Rascal the movie like on the podcast? We did, right?
Dude, don't bring up scars on my heart, man.
Okay, I'm just making sure we did.
I can't.
All right, well, let's move on from anime. Basically, we love anime. It's been. Oh, dude, okay, one last thing on anime before like we abandon it for the rest of the freaking show.
All right, all right.
The fact that Kaguya is locked to Funimation is a travesty, and I hate Crunchyroll for allowing that. That is all.
That was your show, wasn't it?
Dude, I love that show. I read the manga weekly because of that. I love that fucking show. It's hilarious. Dude, by the way, for all you guys who are wondering, Ishigami is by far the best kid. Dude, Ishigami is like my favorite character in anime in a long time. Let's talk about our new graphics card, Meeman. We both have built PCs, and we are rocking graphics cards. Let's talk about them.
I'm excited. That's pretty much it. Let's go move on. I'm kidding.
I was about to be like, okay, jeez, man.
I don't know. I just don't know how it's gonna play out. Like, these graphics cards are seemingly gonna be worth getting, and they're cheaper too. So, I mean, they're coming out cheaper than last gens of graphics cards. So I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if
I'm
I
talking
should
about the
get
one you have right now.
The one I have right now, not the new ones Nvidia is coming out this year with.
No. Well, because Nvidia already unleashed their new Ampere graphics cards and stuff. I haven't gotten to the meats and potatoes with that, but it seems like they're not making that significant of changes with them.
Really?
Yeah. From what I saw, I really skimmed it, so like I didn't pay that much attention. But like, I just know that they've officially unveiled and set a launch date for their, well, maybe not a launch date, but a launch window for the new graphics cards.
Sure.
For their Ampere line, which is not for commercial uses. That's for like data centers.
Yeah. All right. Well, graphics card I have is a 1660 Super, and it works great. I'm streaming, ain't I?
Is it RGB oriented? What manufacturer did you get it from, good sir?
I got it from.
It's not from Nvidia. Make that line.
I got it from ASUS. It works pretty well. It has a little RGB. It has a little ASUS logo on there glowing, but not much RGB. I don't like RGB all that much. I mean, it looks cool sometimes, but too much of it just it's not worth having that much.
Trying to go to bed.
Yeah. Also, I have a tinted window, so you can't really see much through it. So I don't know.
I get the tempered glass, bro. Tempered glass.
Yeah, I got tinted tempered glass.
What the fuck is the point of getting tinted glass? It's tinted glass. Don't need to temper it.
It covers the light a little bit, so you can sleep in your goddamn room, man.
Shut up, bro. You know that was dumb too.
Nah, I like the tinted look though.
All right.
I like it. I
should probably talk about what I have. I got a new 20 2070 RTX Super. I got mine from Eviga.
Nice.
Yeah, with tri-fans. Pretty slick. I can run pretty much everything in 1440p at 60 frames. It's pretty nice. Oh yeah, except for freaking Tales of Symphonia because their freaking PC port is locked at 30 frames. I'm not mad about that or anything.
He's furious.
Not even the fact that the game version can run 60. I'm definitely not mad about that for no reason.
Yeah, he's not mad. He's furious, guys.
I swear that'll probably be like my only question. If I ever get famous in this thing, I want to talk to Bandai Namco and the head of the Tales studio and be like, "Yo, why'd you guys lock the PS3 version of a GameCube game at a lower frame rate? Please tell me this."
Because they can. They said, "Fuck you, fans."
Also, how does it feel that your first real Tale, your first good-looking 3D Tales game, is apparently your best? Do y'all not take that as a slight? I would take that as a slight.
Nah.
It's been 2 generations and people still think the favorite is still the one from the 6th gen. I would take that as a slight.
I think that just has to do with the story. Though I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
Make a better story and dude, you know how old the GameCube is?
I mean, I'm just saying, man. It's hard to top stories that do so well in the fan base, and they have nostalgia glasses too. It's hard to top that.
Damn, 20 years. You couldn't top an RPG story in 20. I'd say that, but Final Fantasy couldn't do that either.
Yeah, I was about to say 7. What has top 7? What has top 7?
A lot of fans love 10. A lot of fans say 10's their best in the series.
10 is pretty good.
But I say that, right? That's also PS2 era. Yeah, the RPGs was in such a drought until the 8th gen.
Yeah.
The RPGs in particular.
I mean, nostalgia glasses, man. They do something, bro.
No, it's not just about nostalgia glasses. It's just that sometimes you just make bad stories, or not even bad stories, but the games have to games have to mesh together with environments, aka graphics, music, gameplay, and story. All those coming together sounds like such a miracle at times.
Man, I have abundance of RPGs.
That's what we're rocking under the hood. Oh, what's up?
There's just an abundance of RPGs nowadays, man. There's too many to play and not enough time.
I'm not complaining.
Alright, tell me about Persona 3.
We'll come back to Oh, no. I'm going to come back to that. I was literally about to say, I'm going to come back to this RPG conversation. Let's talk about Ghost of Tsushima.
It looks amazing.
I want to stay on the record. I was right. Praise me, people. Praise me. My foresight and ingenuity. And not something that was a little obvious.
Did we get that?
It was delayed again.
Wait, it got delayed?
They're called on this podcast at some point.
It got delayed?
Yeah, remember it got delayed a month.
Oh yeah, we talking about
COVID.
We talking about before. Okay, I thought you meant right now. What?
Yeah.
It just got they just put it out on the State of Play. They just I would be like, what the
Also, apparently I have not seen 1 ounce of footage from the State of Play, minus 4 screenshots that showed up on my timeline. And I will say this, I'm glad to see that this State of Play did exactly what Sony wanted it to. It got people massively stoked, particularly for playing the actual game that is the Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, they did.
I trusted Sucker Punch from what I know. I haven't played Sly Cooper, but I've seen all of Sly Cooper and playing Infamous. I trust Sucker Punch, so they got my money already. And I'm glad to see that they seem to convince a lot of people on their State of Play.
Oh yeah. That State of Play was well done. So yeah, I'm excited about The Last of Us. I'm excited about Ghost of Tsushima.
Why do you have to mention the game that leaked? Why would you do that? Now it's gonna show.
Now people are gonna. Why are you mentioning that? Just say you're excited and move on.
Dude, am I excited? I don't know if I'm excited.
Just be excited and live with it.
I'll be honest, bro. My expectations are like super low for that game.
That's
I've
even
never
better.
seen like
That's even better. Then you'll be blown away.
yeah. It's like, fam. I think people. I don't know what it is, but people are ready to like hate Naughty Dog. Maybe that's just like I think it's just an internet thing, but like people love to see like people on like the top of the world just like brain down.
I just think people have too much free time on their hands right now.
Yeah. Also, I got to give you credit, Meeman. We were talking when this game leaked, right?
Oh yeah, the morning of.
I immediately said this has got to affect their release date plan. They can't just be like have this game be leaked and then be like, yeah, we still got no release date plan though. I thought that they would just push this for their fall game and be like, yo, let's just get this out the way. Let's put this far away so like people will kind of forget about the leaks and stuff.
Nah.
And even to his credit was very accurate. He's like, nah, bro, this game's coming out in like a month. Like they're trying to get this out ASAP.
Dude,
he was right.
That's the solid business decision. Get it out so people don't have to avoid spoilers, man.
Oh, or like they're so worried that more and more people will see the leaks and not buy their game. But like,
well,
you know,
it's
whatever.
It's the fact that he spoiled the ending, dude. That's the worst part to spoil.
Yeah, that man. Those hackers were savages, bro.
Like
they
what?
gave no fucks.
Like what's the ending? Really, the ending? They gotta release it at that point. Like you can't let people see your ending.
What's it called? Have you been spoiled from these leaks, Meme?
Not at all.
Okay, I've seen a couple of screenshots from when I clicked on like the Twitter thing. I didn't see anything that was that spoiler-ish.
Well, good for you.
Like
you got lucky.
Spoilers, but not really. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
You got lucky.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to check Twitter at all during like the week of its release.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Now, Meeman, we got to talk about like some. And I want you to play that music, man. Come on, bro. It's time to really give it up.
I'll play it again.
Did you even play it at all? I don't think you did.
I did play it. You just won't hear it. I'm sorry, but they'll hear it on the stream. You can play it on yours.
I'm gonna play it on my playback. The fuck? Oh, there's no point. Don't even play it if I can't hear it, man. Ah, that's lame. Let's talk about Persona 3. I'm deflated.
That's a soundtrack, guys.
Oh, it's the thing that I can't hear.
You can probably hear it on the stream
right.
if you turn up your phone.
I've got to be on the notes. I can't do that and be on the stream. All right. I'm in June right now in Persona 3. I'm like 3 dungeons deep, I want to say. Or
by the way, guys, play the Persona series. It's great.
Yeah, play any of. You should start with Royal. Start with Royal and then work your way back.
No, I say you should start with something earlier, so it's not as big of as a ground downgrade.
Well, no, I think you should do that because you might just be turned off because of like the graphics or like
that is true. I don't know. Just pick one that you watch all the trailers. Pick ones that you like.
I think you should start with Royal just because it's the most accessible game in the. It's the most accessible game to play. Everybody has a PS4 right now. It's a super hot game. It has all this extra content from P5. It's just the better version of that game. There's no reason to play the OG P5. Just play Royal, and if you like Royal, then you should play Persona 4 or Persona 4 Golden, and then you should definitely play Persona 3 as edition.
How many new players you think won't get the third semester in Persona 5?
I think a shocking amount, dude.
Like, it's kind of hard to get, like, if you're not playing it right.
Well, Because when you think about it, right? Kasumi's really easy because she's only 5 social link.
Yeah, and they kind of force you into her.
And with Maruki, they're very direct, saying like he has a deadline, and they put it in a cutscene.
I think Akechi is what like stops people from getting there.
Akechi's the hardest one to do
because you have to go out of your way for him.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, there's no indication that like not doing Akechi doesn't get you the 3rd semester.
Yeah. So yeah, be aware of that, guys.
Oh, well, I don't want to spoil anything. Well, I guess we kind of just did. About Persona 5 Royal.
I mean, we didn't really spoil anything.
Dude, all right, let's not talk about Royal. Let's talk about Persona 3, the potential new king of this series to me, dude.
Man.
Guys, I gotta admit, man. Okay, first of all, me and Meeman have played and completed Royal. By the way, we both got the best ending. And we have seen the other endings, and we greatly enjoy them as well. I gotta say right now, Royal is my favorite game of the series as of right now. I've played Golden, I've played P5, and I played Royal. I might be able to give Golden over 5. I might be able to. I can't do it over Royal, dude. Royal is too much fun. It's too great.
The gameplay mechanics so good.
Like gameplay mechanics, story, like new characters, like.
Can I say my favorite part about Royal isn't even the gameplay?
Extra scenes stuff you have with like the wardens and stuff. Like, oh, you were saying?
My favorite part of Royal isn't even the gameplay, dude. It's the music.
Dude, oh my god.
The jazz club. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. I played out on repeat.
Damn. Like,
yeah, if y'all love anime music, play Persona. Like,
are you kidding? Hear this, bruh? This is the ending theme. Oh my god.
we hear
I played an entire set of Royal soundtrack, dude. Just Royal. Exclusive tunes. Too good. And we have fam. Yeah, no game is matching that. Except, oddly enough, E3 is starting to pull its weight. It's getting remarkably close. Like, so early. And here's what I realized about Persona's 4 Golden and 5 Royal. Right? Let me actually sit up straight for this part. Persona 4 is very character driven. As in, you're not going to enjoy this narrative that they present to you without enjoying their characters.
Definitely.
If you don't enjoy Persona 4's cast, which is extremely hard to do, I think, you're gonna just drop that game very easy. I think you can not like Persona 5's cast.
Also, don't play Persona games on hard.
Did you say play them on hard?
Don't play them on hard, guys. You will cry.
Oh, never. But yeah, I think you can enjoy Persona 5 purely for like the plot, like, and maybe not like the cast. Like, you might not like An, Makoto, Ryuji, Yusuke, but you'll still play because you're hooked because of like this grand story that it presents. Persona 3 seems like they've got both, and I think Royal improves like the OG 5's cast a little ways.
Definitely.
But yeah, man,
it does add more to it.
I just dig what like 3's got like a lot of cool mystery going for it. It's clearly the darkest one in the series by far. Just involving the intro cutscene, dude.
Dude, that intro cutscene was dark.
So, fam, can we talk about? Okay, I will mention this. This is a slight spoiler. This happens within the first 60 seconds of the game. Within the first 60 seconds of the game, you see a girl like shaking in the bathroom and points a gun to her face. And then doesn't pull the trigger. Like, I was like, oh, yep.
Almost pulls the trigger, but then doesn't pull the trigger. They show that.
That's when I was like, oh,
it's that type of game.
Okay. I wasn't ready for this. I'll be perfectly honest. I was not ready, but I am ready now. I am ready now. I am readjusting my expectations. Also, that fucking kid, Christ.
Creepiest kid in gaming.
Uh,
in a non-horror game. In a non-horror game, pretty creepy.
That's my thing, and that's why Persona 3 sucks you in, because it gives you this amazing music and the really good comedy, and then it just becomes like sinister.
You know what? I like what they do.
Perfect game. That's in my opinion my word I would describe for Persona 3 and how it presents like.
Dude, Persona 3 managed to be creepy without any music, and that's really hard to do, and I like that they did that.
Just purely based on like its opening cutscene, it's like, dude, and the main character, like, nobody talks.
Yeah, it was eerily silent,
and it's still extremely unnerving just to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because like they're using like older animation either. Like, it's nuts. I am very hyped. I'm what's it called, for what I get to see at the end of this. I also love how like straightforward the game is. It's like so simple. The reason why I think you should play Persona 3, I would say last, or at the very least like after Royal or like Golden and stuff, because Persona 3 does not hold your hand like at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'll give you like a few like tutorial text on things, like, hey, if you open here, like if you try to go to this place, like it's gonna skip like a certain amount of time or whatever, and it'll do that each time. Barring that, like, the game's very like, all right, do whatever you want.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder how that's gonna play out.
It's pretty crazy.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, that's why we're not going to talk about it too much, but I'm just extreme. Also, I'm like probably like 33% through it, like a third of the quarter of the way through it, because at this point, so like I haven't seen, but like not even close to half of the game yet. So yeah, man, I'm just very happy with what I played so far, and like it's definitely living up to why I can definitely see why people say it's like the best in the series.
Really? Okay.
All right, let's talk about Last Airbender on Netflix. Good.
Fire. I've been waiting for this. They took it off a while ago, and now it's back, and I like it.
I do like how it re-energized the Avatar fandom.
Oh yeah.
I don't like how it re-energized the Korra fandom.
I have mixed feelings about Korra. It's bad, but it's also good. But it's mostly bad. I don't know. Korra's weird.
I just don't need it, bro. I just don't need it.
I mean, there's some golden moments in Korra, but you know, it's just not Avatar. I would have rather much seen Adult Aang. Adult Aang's life would have been way more interesting, honestly. And the direction,
I think it would have been really cool.
What was that you cut out?
Also, what's it called? What's up?
You cut out right there. What you say?
Oh, actually, the head writer of Avatar, who created the Dragon Prince, was also on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dragon Prince.
He actually,
great show, guys. Watch
Dragon Prince. I will at some point in the future.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? He actually did an interview relatively recently, where there was actually some ideas for like a book 4, and I think they were really interesting. Well, some of them anyway. Some of them could have been bad. Some of them could have been good.
I mean, they already have comics about what happens right after, and all the stories are really good. They're all really good.
Oh yeah, but he mentioned that. But like he said, like none of this stuff has been adapted into comics, at least that he's heard of.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the Yeah. Here we go. What's it called? Give me 1 second. Here's some some of the stuff. Number one, he wanted and which I think this was like a very curious thing, an Azula what's it called? An Azula redemption arc. Aang having to deal with the consequences of taking Ozai's bending, in which case he takes like what he puts as like the initial idea is like a lot of that hatred and anger that also comes into Aang, and him having to deal with that as well. And who better to deal with that than with Zuko and having that there?
Definitely.
The Spirit World featuring Iroh.
Okay, I think that's kind of what the comics were based off of. Okay, we'll see. If they ever.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not.
If they ever decide to do it.
Dude, they're making an Avatar live action version exclusively for Netflix. Remember?
I hate them. Why? They did not learn from the first one.
The movie that we all agreed to never talk about. Oh, that reminds me, bro. Percy Jackson's getting a Disney Plus adaptation. I'm actually extremely excited about that, dude.
Actually, that's. I trust Disney. They can do it.
Well, no, it's just the movies were bad, but
if it's a show, it work. If it's a show, it'll work. If it's a movie, it's not. It's not gonna work as a movie.
Just be faithful to the source material. I think you can make movies of that because they made Harry Potter movies that were successful and that were good. Just be truthful to the source material. That is all I have to say. Faithful to the source material.
Whatever. I feel like some things just don't work in movies, man.
Live action, you mean?
No, just movies.
Oh, just movies? Well, long things don't. Like, games don't work. You can't do that. There's just too much material.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think
that we've covered Last Airbender enough. Oh, wait, you had something to say?
I think the reason Percy Jackson movies don't work is because a lot of the material is mostly just character development, and that's hard to do in a movie, like, really in 2 hours.
Yeah,
that's really hard to convey, especially with all that action also going around, because a lot of it's like inner monologue. Books that are like inner monologue type stuff don't really translate well. I don't know.
Well,
I might be tripping.
That's my issue with like how you do like a Percy thing adaptation is like a lot of the stuff is him just narrating things.
Yeah, he's narrating and giving his input on things, but you can't really do that in a movie.
Past tense, by the way. It's not like he's narrating of like what had happened. Like, no, this has already happened to him. Like,
yeah,
he's what's it called? He's recounting essentially these things in a way.
Yeah. I don't know. That's why I think it would be better in a show aspect, because then you can like really stretch things out and like add some subtle moments. You can take your time more and add subtle moments that are hard to do in movies. Who does subtle moments well? Studio Ghibli. Dude,
well, I will say that
I think he calls it like Mao moments, moments of just nothingness. Those really like add to things. Gives you a breath to relax and like understand everything. Which the Percy Jackson movies just don't do. They just feel rushed.
Well, and they're just not good at adaptations.
Yeah.
They're not good adaptations, and they're not like good stories in their own right, so they fail in both aspects.
Yeah.
But the original creator is apparently heavily involved this time, so hopefully that'll go better.
Cross your fingers, man.
All right, let's do this Rick and Morty breakdown of season 4 so far, dude.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say let's do season 3 and season 4, but like we've been running for like mad.
I think
we'll table that for next week.
I think we
it's
covered
better for like a penultimate episode anyway.
I think we covered the first half of season 4 already.
Oh yeah. Like let's talk about episodes 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. So, and then we can do like our comparison stuff like next week.
Okay, but first.
I should say we can do our comparison stuff in 2 weeks when
once the
entire season is done.
So.
Okay.
Let's start with the last season. The last episode.
Or let's start with let's start first with Never Rick and Morty, episode 6.
Okay,
We'll
okay,
end with
okay.
episode 8.
Okay. Save the best for
All right,
last.
what are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts of the brain train?
I thought it was a good concept. I appreciate that that was basically an episode telling the fans that they're gonna do whatever they want, and not actually deal with what the fans expect.
They've done that so many times though already.
Yeah, yes, but this time they really said, "Nah, Evil Morty is not the ultimate thing," and that hurt a little bit. That did hurt. That did.
What about it?
Yeah. I mean, it was good. I did like all the things. It was a good what are those interdimensional cable episodes? It was it was a good one. It was one of the better ones than Morty's Mind Blowers. That was
it's a better anthology episode.
Yeah, there you go. I feel like that was well done. It was a little annoying that they were really throwing it in your face though. Like, yeah, we're not gonna do this, but you know, it was a good episode. It was a really good coming back episode.
You know what I want from a Rick and Morty episode? After I watched this, I was like, you know what I would want? I want them to go through a whole episode where they never are allowed to say, "Hey, let's not overthink this," or "Let's just go on a classic Rick and Morty adventure, guys," or da 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 da. I am so sick of hearing those lines repeated over and over again over the course of the season. Holy shit. They already did this in season 1, and they already did this in season 3 when they said season 4 is going to be like season 1, but more streamlined. And it's like, fuck, then just do shit. Why do you have to keep doing this? It's so unnecessary.
But
yes, I like the references to Harmon's story circle. That is clever and nice and a fun jab at his non-resistance to change.
But Robert,
yeah, that's dope.
But Robert, then they delivered.
What, for episode 6?
Episode 7
did not deliver. Well, they did. It's a good episode. 6 is a very solid episode.
Episode 6 is a good episode, but then they were like, "Okay, we heard y'all. It's time to deliver."
Well, it's not that we heard y'all. These things were written and animated.
I know, but they delivered.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay, let's talk about episode 7.
They made a 9/11 joke funny. I can't.
Yeah, dude, that his performance is dang. Yeah, episode 7 for Morty is pretty thick. The Parasite episode, yeah.
Oh, that was sad. That was great. The Prometheus knockoff episode.
Yeah, the Prometheus knockoff name. It gets it from what's it called?
The prequel, yeah.
Rick and Morty put their faces in front of the near the things that shoot out the parasites. And that parodies a scene from Morbius where
and
I said from Morbius.
We finally get a good summer episode this season.
Is it any coincidence that the moment Rick and Morty starts to become fire again, it's the moment when they put Summer into an adventure?
Summer
also, it's got to be the funniest end after credits scene where Summer's friend just wants to bang her dad. It's so hysterical. Holy shit!
The after credits scenes were great.
Also, Summer ruling that country is also great, and the long flashback.
Oh, the long flashback was great. It's really well done. I give that episode a 9 out of 10.
I don't do numbers, but man, that's top. That's really high Rick and Morty.
Top tier Rick and Morty. Yeah.
Top tier is what comes right after that. The Vat of Acid. That's top tier stuff.
We knew this episode was going to be fire, but not the way we expected it to be.
Oh yeah, okay. Some backstory, guys. When before season 4 restarted, I told Meeman that the episode titles leaked. Well, I didn't say leaked, but they released the name of the episode titles, and I said You know what? Let's try to since we're not podcasting or whatever. Let's guess like which ones we think are gonna be the best. And so like I like said all the episode titles and like he said like okay I think this one's gonna be this good or whatever. Like put them 1 through 5. The one I left for last because like this one had to be number one just based on the title alone. It's because it's called the Vat of Acid episode, and it's like this is either gonna be the best episode of the season, or it's going to be by and far the worst. And thankfully, it is the former. This is probably going to be the best episode of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know how they top this. And I said that after the Parasite episode, but this one for sure they're not topping.
Ah, dude, this episode.
This was special.
It was like what was that one episode where Rick teaches? It'll come back to me later, but God, this episode was so brutal, dude.
Like it had like
not like violence,
what makes, like,
not like violence brutal, but like emotionally brutal. They had the violence episode beforehand. This was just like let's mess with your head a little bit.
But what makes this work so well is this episode has fire jokes.
Oh, great jokes.
Top tier comedy. It has a great misdirection of like, oh, this thing that Rick made that Morty's using, oh, he thinks it's this, but it's actually something extremely horrifying.
Yeah, and
Rick
dude.
did it only because he was very petty. That Morty was making fun of him.
He has redeemed himself for being the pettiest person on the show.
In a safe vat of acid that his girlfriend had to watch him see and assume he's dead, and now has to get over that.
That's so dark, man. And the fact,
dude, that's my favorite part.
Everybody just go watch. If there was one episode of Rick and Morty I would recommend, I would give them this episode, honestly.
I stand pat with Me Seeks and Destroy, but this one I would say for season 4, I would say if someone says like, yo, I want to watch an episode of season 4, I would say watch this one.
Yeah, dude, so great, so great.
I have a question to ask you.
Yes.
What made you laugh more, this episode or the dragon one?
This one, definitely. The dragon one was good, but this one was.
This one's more consistently funny. The dragon one had like the higher laughs.
No, I would say
like,
this one.
The moment when like Rick says like, "Yo, why is it so much better when you're watching?" Bam, lost it.
When they started playing Future in that episode, I lost that shit.
Oh, dude, that was perfect.
I was like, yo, I was not ready for that, cause that was around the time where the Future song was kind of dying off. People weren't playing the song that much anymore, and then bam, it hits, and it's like, oh shit, I forgot about this song.
And then it just gets put in mad meme. Oh, it's great, dude. It's freaking great.
Everything.
Yeah.
Season 4 has not had a lot of misses, honestly. It's been pretty good so far.
Not at all.
It's been so good.
It's got 1, I think, in total.
Yeah, just
it got 1 miss.
1, maybe 2, if you're nitpicking.
Yeah. And when I say miss, I just mean like it's below the Rick and Morty average. I don't think Rick and Morty has made a bad episode yet.
Yeah.
But in terms of what below standard?
Yeah, below Rick and Morty standards.
Yeah, I don't think they've made a bad episode.
Yeah, none of their episodes. Their worst episodes is still better than Solar Opposites. I'm just saying.
Okay, that's not a high bar to meet. But what I'm saying is there's not a single episode that I'll just skip.
Oh no, I watch every single episode over and over again.
Yeah.
Even snake episode. I'll watch that again. It's pretty good.
No, I'll watch that again. What's it called? I think it's, in my opinion, it's the one miss that they've had this season.
Yeah. Besides that, I'm loving Rick and Morty. I'm excited to see what they bring on tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday, right? It's Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow's Sunday. One weekend this week.
Yeah, so let's see what they bring next, man.
Yeah, man, I'm stupid hyped, bro. I'm stupid hyped for it. Then we have to go back on our long wait for season 5.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to that, but then we can just marathon
Well,
Rick and
the
Morty.
cool thing about it, is that once we get past season 5, we can probably like watch the old seasons and like in preparation, and it won't be so bad.
Yeah.
The problem with Rick and Morty and their wait time is that they didn't have like a big enough catalog for the wait to not be that bad.
Yeah. Now we have 4 solid seasons. That's 40 episodes. We could. Well, we can marathon it, and not be like, oh, that's too short.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man.
Like you used to be able to watch Rick and Morty in a single night. Now you can like go throughout the whole night and play a drinking game or something.
Oh yeah, but that's like a 24-hour thing. That's kind of nuts.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. Like, I'm out of topics now, bro. I am done. I got nothing left to say.
If you expected me to bring topics, you expected wrong, Robert.
All right, then let's close this bad boy out, then, man. All right, I've been Robert. This has been Some Bad Decisions, episode number 27. I've been your host. This is my co-host, Meeman, aka Hurt God, aka Curve God, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.